The opening drive and some gashes in the run game.
Johnson cuts back, and no signal yet. Touchdown. Bridgewater underneath. Pass is caught in the dive for the touchdown.
Not on the sidelines.
Keenum keeps, flips, pass, caught, touchdown. Setting up a screen for Williams, and touchdown Denver.
Ball at the 25-yard line on 1st and 10. They swing it to Bourne. This is a pass. Bourne! He's got Aguilar! Touchdown!
1st and goal for Tennessee. Direct snap. Henry, he's going to pass it. Touchdown!
3 on 1st down. This is the biggest. Catch made into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown, Miami, and Isaiah Ford.
Try to extend right here. Rodgers looks to throw. Scrambles to his right. He pumps. He throws back against the grain. Adams is in. What a play. Rodgers to Adams. Touchdown Green Bay.
Right back to Harris up the middle, and he is in.
Everybody packed in tight here for 1st down. Jalen Smith on the blitz, almost gets home. Heineke lets it fly. McCoy, end zone, touchdown.
Down in 7. Tannehill lofts it up. End zone, caught. A.J. Brown, touchdown.
On 3rd and goal. Rolling left, throws, and it is caught by Davis.
Ryan on the move to throw for the end zone. Touchdown!
And they fake the handoff to Myers. Screen to Bolden. He's got the catch. He's got momentum. And Bolden has a touchdown!
Berkshire in motion. Fake the pitch. Tannehill on the move. Tannehill takes it in. Touchdown!
Tate on the move. Blocked by Williams. Long pass downfield, and there he goes. Uzomah dancing down there with Levine and Humphrey, and he breaks the tackle and takes it in for the touchdown.
Final seconds of this 1st half. Rodgers in rhythm. Tosses end zone. It's been all about Lazard, and he caps it off with a touchdown.
2nd and goal. Here comes Freeman. Lead block in there, thrown by Andrews, and a 1-yard touchdown drive.
Jones to the end zone, and it is juggled and caught for his touchdown.
Green Bay trying to take advantage of the takeaway. Into the end zone, tight end, touchdown, Tunyon.
Let's get a guy who could be a game changer. Ryan protected well, going deep. Russell Gage, and that's a Falcons touchdown.
Williams, the back. It's 1st and 10 going away with the block at the left tackle, going deep. Oh, he's got Brown! What a catch! Touchdown!
And here's Elijah Moore carrying the football. Moore inside the 10, and Moore takes it in. 1st NFL touchdown.
And they go to a wide-open Uzomah, who breaks a tackle in the flat, and they can't get him. Elliott had a hand on him, 32-yard.
Tua for the end zone. Reaching up and grabbing. Mike Gesicki with a Dolphin touchdown.
Jones throws, caught. Pettis is in.
A lot of noise. Good blocking on the screws. Chase found the. Oh, there he goes! He had him in a blender, and he's off to the races. This will be 6. What a play! 82 yards.
Saw the head snap back. Handoff here. Cordero Patterson, and that's a Falcon touchdown.
A give to Harris. Harris takes it in.
Myles Gaskin has it. Stays in to the end zone. It's a Dolphin touchdown.
Mixon right there, sample the block. They also got a Hopkins block, and there goes Mixon, darting in for 6.
Handoff for Booker, makes a man miss, and Johnston bursts to the end zone, touchdown.
Patriots. It's a give to Taylor, and Taylor goes in for his first NFL touchdown.
That's something they're trying to get done in Cincinnati.
Perine is in, gets the call, 2nd and 12. Look at him burst, he's gone! You can kiss him goodbye! Another rushing touchdown.
What is that?
2nd and goal. Tua keeps, throws, end zone. Did he hang on? Back of the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins, Mac Collins.
They go back to Taylor up the middle, hit hard, and he's in for the touchdown.
Watch some pressure at the bottom of your screen here.
Here it comes. They're bringing the heat. They set it up for Swift, and Swift with a blocker in front. Looking for the sticks. He's got more than a first down. And DeAndre Swift down the middle of the field. Blockers in front. He's going to take it all the way for the touchdown.
For the Eagles on 2nd and 9. Hurts over the top. It is caught and taken into the end zone by Gainwell.
To the 2. 1st and goal. Fournette drives across. It's a touchdown.
Top of his defense.
9th play of the drive on 2nd down. Carr fires. Moreau. Touchdown.
In the backfield. From fake and throw. And it is caught by Godwin for the touchdown.
Just less space for these guys to cover in the back end.
Stafford to the end zone. Jump ball. It is caught. Van Jefferson with the touchdown.
Evans. 600 it is.
Oh, that was the 600. Gotcha.
1st and goal from the 8. It's Jacobs. Cuts to the outside. To the end zone.
Murray with the pass on the touchdown.
Legitimate receivers to be left one-on-one.
And a quick toss to Kupp, and Cooper Kupp backs his way in. And have that. Murray. Throwing. Touchdown.
And now back to Evans. Turns around. Makes the catch.
This is Drake.
It is.
He's in. Touchdown.
None today. 3rd and goal. Step up and now throw it. And it's caught for the touchdown.
As Carr throws to the end zone. Touchdown.
Right now and just throws a pretty football. Wide open. He hit Zach Ertz. Ertz 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Arizona.
Jalen Hurts wants to keep this one on its own read.
3rd and goal. Nope. Hands off to Boston Scott, and he is in for an Eagles touchdown.
Up in motion. Looking for Kupp. Cooper Kupp's got it. Diving into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Under 4 minutes on the clock. Hurts again under pressure. Rolling right. Now he throws. Whoa! And it is caught and taken in for a touchdown by Rager.
Call on Connor to get it. He gets it and more. To the 10. Gets a block. To the end zone. Touchdown.
They've already had 5 runs. Here is 6. They call the same number. There's Mitchell for the touchdown. Keep it on the ground. And it's Mo Alley Cox for the touchdown. Play clock at 1. And it is Wentz who takes it in himself. Give it to him. And he moves in untouched for the touchdown. Again, play action. Look at that protection. Fires. Caught. Touchdown. Just like that. Keep Hines in the game. Fake it to him. Wentz going all the way in the end zone to Michael Pittman for the touchdown.
2nd and 10. Every play has been a run to Alex Collins so far. Set up for the play action. Geno takes a shot down the sideline. DK Metcalf is in the game, and he's down the sideline. Winston fumbled the snap. Now picks it up and throws for Kamara. And he's going to get there.